Isaac, would it be okay to be with you?
Sure, with pleasure.
Yeah, I was, yes.
Hi.
Hi, Isaac. So much release is happening this morning, and a lot came up the last 2 days. And just be a moment with this, but this whole picture of, I said it again before, like violence, but now the last 2 days I came in touch with this pain in my neck and all this. And then yesterday I could see how much I was pushing it away, that the same what happened in the childhood is also still in my system somehow. Yeah, not putting it out, but putting it against myself. And so, and this morning was really a lot of energy.
Happy to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, just a moment.
Yeah. And to find the most gentle way to rest. Just no, it's the being with whatever's here is not a doing, it's a
Yes,
being. Just,
I'm such a doer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand it, it's just, it's just that, we rest together.
Yeah.
Really just rest. Ultimately, this is sensations and then the conditioned responses to the sensations, just the way the system automatically tries to resist them or get away from them or whatever. So we just here resting, watching, just being present to the sensations and the automaticities that happened around them. None of that you're doing. And going slowly, really gently, really slowly. Just holding each other's hands in this. And just like this, there's peace even in the middle of all these sensations. And when we just rest like this, I don't know how it is for you, but if what's happening in my body is anything to go by, I just feel a lot of tingling in my arms and my hands, so there's releasing, and my feet. So.
And for me, it's like,
Wonderful. And so this is without effort, without any doing. It's just the nervous system knows what to do. It's not ignoring it. It's not jumping over it. Just presence, loving presence. And at this moment, for me, I don't sense any violence. I don't know how it is for you, but
No,
it's just,
not at all. Yes.
yeah, not at all. It's just quiet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, Vedanta.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, beauty. Oshma. Can you see me?
Yes, I see you and I hear
Great.
you. And I just like to sit with you because
With pleasure, with absolute pleasure.
we're in the middle of elections in Holland, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the system gets a bit activated, but there is a lot of, what you spoke, peace is my priority, and that, I'm happy for that.
Yeah. There's so much interesting things happening in the world at the moment. I mean, new people, new ideas and how to, function as humans on this planet. And there's some great things coming. We'll see what happens. It's an interesting time. Yeah?
Can you say something? Then I see you bigger.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. you sense your system calming down?
Yeah, very much.
Wonderful.
And also my heart more.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Great, Najma.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank everybody.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra.
Hey, Isaac. Can you please say something?
Sure, something. Okay. Lucy.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy.
It's really, really nice to meet you all.
Yeah, beautiful that you're here. You know, so there's no agenda. You're welcome to speak anything. You're welcome to keep quiet. No, so just yeah. If it feels good to you, it's just to make eye contact through the screen. You know, it's like just opens another pathway for our nervous systems to kind of be in communication. But gently, no special thing. If it doesn't feel comfortable, feel free to look away or close your eyes, whatever is easy. But it just, yeah.
I feel a lot of joy.
Yeah, good. It's lovely to feel.
That kind of like impish child joy.
Nice description. Yeah. You know, it's like awareness is ever present. And then this, what we call this universe, is just really a field of information that we perceive through our senses. So it's actually a sensation to us.
Mm.
And that sensation usually gets interpreted automatically, unconsciously, and we end up with a perception. And that interpretation is usually through our conditioning and through our trauma load and stuff like that. Yeah. And so when we rest together, yeah, this can happen.
I feel like I'm in a kind of warm cloud. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen the opening sequence to the Teletubbies. It's a UK TV show for kids. And you get this there's this beautiful moment where there's this baby in the sun and it's like, ah. And that's what I feel like I've just been like.
Yeah. Beautiful description. Because, yeah, I know, far out. You know, because it comes down to like, really, all we have to give each other is our attention. And that's a big statement, so, but that's it. I mean, that's all I have to give to you, and that's all you have to give to me. And our attention is usually very focused on the interpretation. You know, we haven't been invited in our culture just to rest, with our attention, including that space that everything's appearing in, or awareness, whatever you want to call that. But in that deep resting, the quality of attention that happens, like boundaries start to disappear, and there's just then a flow of information, you could say, which feels really good, and you know, you could call it a flow of love, or love meeting love, or something like that. But we so habitualized to seeing each other as objects and to seeing everything through that filter of the interpretation. It's kind of rare just to rest and just to, yeah. And so in that, there's like a, it can be spoken of as it feels like home, or it feels like love or peace or whatever it is. But it's simple in a way. It's so simple. It's just overlooked in the way we've been conditioned to function. And so we just don't get the direct experience. But it's actually very, very easy accessible when the mind is quiet and when we kind of meet like this. And it's, yeah.
It's the original state.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like recently I've begun to understand what the felt sense of joy is in comparison to the conditioned mind sense of joy that I've been taught.
That is so cool the way you speak it, because once we experience that and we know that it's possible, then an interest comes. Wow, then I'd love to live like that. You know why? It's effortless. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful of anything. And so that starts that interest of, wow, okay, it's just an interest. It's not a goal or anything like that. It's just like a deep interest. I could say a love affair or something like that.
One of my teachers once said, and I think it summed it up, because I try to see, I return to the lens of the child a lot. And I see it as living in wonderment.
Yeah, yeah.
Curiosity.
One of the things about a child, when they're first born, their eyes are just holes and the light just comes in. It takes a while till they learn to focus. And so that's the thing. It's like when our eyes just become like that, like just become holes that the light comes in. There's no, because language turns everything into objects. So we have a habit of our eyes focusing on an object rather than just receiving the light. And, this moment is sensations. And so here, all these sensations, including what we call the body, and including the interpretation, are all just sensations appearing in who we are right now. So literally what you call me is appearing in that awareness, in you, or whatever, however you want to verbalize that. And it's all here. Yeah. When you talk about teachers, who have you been spending time with?
Yeah, it's She's a very dear friend. But all my friends are teachers, really. They all teach me something. She's called Ricky Brodin. She's a very, very, very beautiful soul. And she's taught me a lot about returning to that curiosity. And she's kind of helped me remember to look when I'm experiencing anything in the world, I look at it and I try, when I'm really present, when I try to remove the name or the language of that thing, to try and vibrationally communicate with it rather than intellectually communicate with it. So how do I experience that compared to that without
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I realized now, because the UK is in lockdown still at the moment, and I went on a walk. I live in rural Dorset, in a beautiful part of the country, and there aren't many people here anyway. But I met one of the ladies from the village on one of my walks, and I met her, and I realized after I came out of that conversation how much I'd exited my body. during the conversation. And I've realized that when I communicate with people, I'm becoming a lot more conscious of it now, that I really do jump out. And that's that very, it's not a subtle trauma response. It's a powerful trauma response, but I'm becoming more aware of how often I do it.
Yeah. And just to get the language like more accurate, you don't do it. It does it. It's a habit that does it. You would never do it. If it was up to you, it wouldn't happen. Just to see it's an automaticity, and that it's not something that you do. And the fact that it's seen means that that automatic habit that's just been going on most of your life is starting to be recognized. And when we talk about it, it's like, you know, the you that jumps out of your body, actually, it's not you that jumps out. Your attention jumps. You know, you are that awareness which doesn't ever go anywhere. The sense of you, the feeling sense of I, that is an experience that, and that's determined by our attention and our, you know, the thoughts and, you know, when there's activation in the body and stuff like that. But it's not something that anybody does. All of those are automatic unconscious movements, yeah, that nobody does. But in those movements, the sense of I happens, which then claims doership. But when it claims doership, then what it comes with is that if it can do it, then it can try to not do it, which is an error, because it's not doing it. It's an automaticity. And so once it's seen, and, you know, like in a sense, it's, oh, wow, that jumping out happened. What was it that jumped out? Oh, just like, you know, I'm still here. The sense of location has changed, like this, the sense of dissociation, but that is appearing in who I am. It's not who I am at all. Does that resonate with you, Naomi? Yeah, cool.
Yes. It reminds me of a description of numbness. I've been reading quite a lot of Peter Levine recently. And,
okay, yeah.
Absolute babe. Oh my gosh. Absolutely incredible. And he was explaining that numbness, or maybe it was Thomas Hubel, I can't remember who it was, I hope I credit this right, saying that numbness is something along the lines of the active feeling of not feeling. So it's a very, very energized place. That absence is incredibly alive. And the I does still deeply experience that, but we are conditioned to see that as absence, but actually there's a lot of presence there.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's like, to look at it another way, it's just literally how, yeah, I call it our system, or how this expression of life survived up till now. So it's not right. The thing is, it's like, you know, it's responding to old information. It's usually not responding to what's going on in the present moment. But because it's automatic and unconscious, and it's been happening most of our life, a lot of times we don't even pick up on it. It just happens, and maybe we notice it afterwards. But the fact that it's starting to get noticed is fantastic. But the thing is, it's like, once it's noticed, it's just like, okay, yeah, there is awareness here, even when in the midst of all those movements, all that numbness, whatever it is. And then, you know, some things that can be useful is just, okay, look, the nervous system is in a survival mode at this moment. It's acting as if there's an existential threat in this moment. And so far out and just checking, is there actually an actual existential threat right now? And checking and really look. So, okay, is there actually? No, there's not usually. Okay, so the system is functioning on old information. Okay, cool, I get it. Thank you for trying to protect and survive and all that stuff. And it's not actually necessary right now. There is no actual threat. So it's just like, Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, so welcome, Lucy. Good to meet you, yeah. How did you hear about these Zoom meetings?
The wonderful Kate White.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Beautiful.
I'll be back.
Yeah, most welcome anytime. Kun. Can you see me, Kun?
Yes. Hi, Isaac. Yes, I see you.
Hey, Kun. Hi.
Just wanted to rest with you. There was so much, so much triggers this morning.
Okay.
I'm so happy to be with you now.
Yeah. So just as we're resting here, Kun, those triggers, it's good you notice this triggering happening. And you can see it's nothing that you did. They just happened by themselves.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And so just playing with that, okay, somehow the system, like is acting as if there's something existential happening. And so it's just doing that. It doesn't mean a thing about you. We have no idea where it comes from. It can come from generations back. It can come from when we were in the womb. We don't know. All we know is that triggering happened. And so now all we playing with is just seeing, okay, is there an actual threat in this moment? Are we hanging out here enjoying each other? That's all. Yeah. So whatever those automatic responses are, they're welcome. It's just energy moving. It's just like, don't have to do anything. Don't have to change them. Don't have to get rid of them. We've checked. There is no actual danger right here. Yeah.
I feel there's
just, whenever. Say again.
I feel so in the last meetings with you, there is changing something in the system. I feel more connection with my belly, and that's quite new in the way I feel it now. More the breathing in my belly, sinking deeper.
Fantastic.
It just
somehow I'm hearing myself when I speak. I don't know if you could put in earphones or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter so much, but whenever there's activation, Kun, it doesn't matter. Just it's okay. whenever there's activation, our body will produce adrenaline and a whole bunch of chemicals. And that's what we feel running around our system. It's like all those chemicals doing their dance. And that's why, like it's a feeling. It's quite, in a way, it's quite strong, because those chemicals are designed to get us into action. But when we recognize that there's no actual danger, then we can just let those chemicals reabsorb, and the body will reabsorb them. It needs to take, it takes a little bit of time. It's not a big deal. And then, like you said, you sink deeper into the body. We're not trying to fight and run away or freeze. Coming, like it's, so it's beautiful the way you describe it. It's just like we hear these responses. Who knows where they come from? We don't know. I was watching a series last night, and man, suddenly my body was on fire, activated just with this watching a scene on the thing, and I just, okay, wow, this is touching something that I'm quite familiar with, and it was beautiful to sit and watch all these chemicals flood through my system, and everything, like from the perspective of those chemicals, everything wanted to get away. And I could just see, no, it's just, it's okay, it can all be here. And after a while it passed, and I could go back to watching the movie, and it was okay. But it was interesting. It came out of nowhere. Suddenly my system was on fire. It's so beautiful to learn how to rest in the midst of that chemical storm, It's a big gift, not only for ourselves, but everyone around us. Like right now, it feels beautiful to me. I don't know how it is for you, but it really feels good. It's not like I don't feel the fire in the activation, but it's not moving anything. It's just we hear.
Feels very spacious.
Yeah. Fantastic. And it just keeps opening out, that's like the more we rest with that spaciousness, it's infinite. Thanks for taking a moment with me. Yeah. Betty.
Mm.
Correct. I see you. And then
Hi,
Ava
Isaac.
afterwards. Yeah, Ava after you, Grit. But you're. I saw Ava's hand after you, so I just let Ava know that I saw it and that she can be after you. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always so touching being with you.
So it's so beautiful how quick it drops in, yeah, when we know each other and we know this. It's just like, oh, yes.
Oh, there's a pain in my heart coming up.
Welcome. Welcome. If it's possible, it might not be, but just if it's possible, don't attach any story to it or any interpretation to it. It's sensations, yeah? Yeah, that's all we know. You know, there's such a yearning whenever we've been in this sense of separation to meet beyond separation, to meet us with no boundaries. And so, yeah, let that, what you call pain be there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it has some sweetness in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And just feel how sweetly our systems are meeting each other. To me, it feels completely tantric. It's like such a beautiful love flow. It's like, I would say, energetic love making, but it's not you and me making love. It's just love making love with itself. You know, it's like, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, it feels so warm and gentle. Just Lovely.
Yeah. Receiving and being received, yeah. Great. Just beautiful.
Yeah, and it's my birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Grit. Yeah.
Thank you for this birthday gift, and thanks to
Yeah.
all of you.
Yeah. Love and hugs. Beauty.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks, Grit. And Ava, there I find you again. Can you see me? You need to unmute. On the bottom left of your screen is a little, yeah, you got it.
Hello, Isaac from
Hi,
Germany.
Ava, long time. Yeah,
Yeah. Hi.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a terrible morning.
Yeah.
I'm completely in fear, and
At this moment?
no.
No, yeah, good. Then come to this moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can find, yeah, you can rest.
Yeah.
Ava. Yeah, you can rest. And if there has been fear, you know, the chemicals of fear will stay in the system for a little while, but you rest here. Just let those chemicals reabsorb. They will. You don't have to put a story to it. It's nothing, you know. We don't even know where it comes from. I mean, we honestly don't. All you know is at this moment, your system can release and relax. Yeah.
It's like a flood of air.
Oh, I so understand, my baby. I really do. I understand that. You know, we're living in a time where, like, so many people on the planet are freaked, and you know, it's like, if we're sensitive, we feel it, you know, and so it plays. But you know, it's like you also know peace. So don't get, if it's possible, don't get caught up in that stuff.
There's so much helplessness because I wanted to prepare an online session. I'm still teaching 5 rhythms, and this
Mhm.
thing that I should give something to people, but now I'm just feeling so helpless. I can't manage with the technical stuff. I hate this Zoom. I hate computers. I need real contact. It's just too much, you know. So I don't know what
Just
to
no, I understand, but just stop for a moment.
Yeah.
And you can see that if you go down that track,
do.
your
Yeah,
whole system activates again.
disaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just enjoying this contact. I know we can't touch, but we're meeting into each other in a real way.
Okay.
Yeah. And even though we can't touch because we, like we're thousands of miles apart,
Yeah.
you can imagine holding hands or sitting on my lap or hugging, whatever, because neurologically, that imagining is very similar to the actual thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether you can imagine, it's your imagination. So you can decide you can play. We can hold hands. You can just put my feet on your feet. Yeah, good. I've got your hand and feel it. You can just imagine just the skin on skin.
Yeah.
Feeling the warmth of,
you know.
yeah. Just let your system drink that touch. It's important, but this is, it's one of those things. In truth, you're not separate from totality ever. Never, not for a second. It's not possible. And the air is touching you, the same air that's touching, and so you're here just resting. And what else free? You can do anything that you wanted to do. When your system calms down, you can. It's only when we're in the midst of activation that it feels like that.
Yeah.
Especially if we start, how could I say, if we don't want it, if we want to get away from it, or we somehow make it personal, oh, there's something wrong with me that I feel this way, then of course it makes it worse. Yeah. It's a passing show.
Yeah.
You can see how quickly it comes and goes. While we're sitting here, it's not here even. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And just imagine a hug, a really nice, soft, tender hug, just feeling our hearts beating. You can feel each other's hearts beating, the breath, breathing, just the oxytocin that starts to come from a nice hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and if these meetings are a resource for you, you're welcome to tune in anytime, Just letting your system calm down. And, yeah.
Yeah. How could I discover this?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so good to see you.
I'd just like to take a moment and see you all online because I haven't even had a chance to look at everyone yet. So just before the next person, I'd like to take a moment and greet everyone. Cool. So thanks for giving me a moment. It's Sylvie now raising her hand. Okay.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Sylvie.
Just wanted to rest with you.
No, just about it. It's a clear request. It's interesting what that just does, eh? It somehow makes it, I don't know, what does it do that when you say, oh, I just want.
For me, it means just feeling the universe together.
Yes, I understand, but then it's not just. You know, it's like just in English, I don't know, it makes it seem like a little bit small, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Energetically, it makes it smaller. I can feel it. Yeah, when you
Yeah. So nothing wrong with it. It's just an
yeah.
opportunity to just look at a thought form. That's all.
Yeah,
No big deal.
it's nice. It's nice to feel. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we leave it open and we see what happens.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I feel my heart so much more now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvie.
Thank you, Isaac.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm. Mm. Very sure.
Thank you. I want a hug from you. I need a hug. Did you hear me? Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I just saw old pattern which came up, connecting to this cancer story.
Yeah, so listen,
Yeah.
you know, you can put your attention on that old pattern, or we can enjoy the hug. So it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
You see, when I put it like that, there is no choice at all. It's so obvious then, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's clear. But our mind fools us, yeah?
So the pattern was the self-pity. You know this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One moment of attention.
Mm. It's the sweetest hug you ever gave me, Isaac. Oh, maybe I feel it. I can feel it now or whatsoever. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm. Mm.
Thanks, Felicia.
Thank you.
Isabella.
Hi,
Hello.
Isaac.
Hi, Isabella.
Can you hear me?
I hear you perfect. Can you hear and see me? Good.
My heart beats really fast. There are many energies moving inside this body since a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah. And so just finding that, recognizing that space that it's all happening in. You know, when this energy is moving, it has a tendency to grab our attention in a certain way. No problem with that, just to recognize that's what it does. It's like, it's a beautiful design, you know, just put it, if there's something that, like if you,
Yeah.
but right now, unless there's an actual real danger, don't have to focus on it. Just let it do its thing, it knows what to do.
I also enjoy feeling them.
Yeah, feeling them, there's no problem. Just being present, but you know, like there's a way of feeling them, just letting them do their thing.
Yeah.
And there's a way of, you know, like feeling them to get rid of them, or
No,
an agenda,
no.
or something like that.
It's not to get rid. I feel it's enjoyment as well.
Mm.
I also felt some pain in my heart since 3 days and sadness, but it's just this sweet allowing to be there. And it feels like my heart opens more and more. Like I felt it already open, but it's like bursting out even more.
Good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, beauty. Carola. Can you see me, Carola?
No, I'm ready.
Yep. Fantastic. Thank you, Carola. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yes, beauty. I just, something came in my mind when I saw that little message of Kun saying, I have to leave. Just for us to explore as a community. It's, in a way, it's so innocent, I have to leave. But I'm curious, just that expression, I have to, it in my ears, it brings up that I'm a victim of something, yeah? I don't know if you guys can recognize that. It's just like, I don't want to, but I have to. It's like I'm a victim of something. And just what that does in us, it's like, instead of just ciao, I'm out of here, I have to. Anyway, it's a subtlety, but maybe it's tickles something in someone.
I guess.
Or maybe not.
Yeah. Can I talk to it?
Hi. Catherine, I see you have you on my screen.
Yeah. Can you hear me and see me?
I hear you and see you perfectly.
But I know the feeling when I put I have to. It's a little bit of it feels like a little bit of a using the bigger system and as an excuse.
Yeah. It's like, it's an interesting communication. Yeah, it's like there's a lot in that little. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just fun to notice. To me, it's no big deal one way or another. Just okay, well, it's a thought, but just watch just the universe that it brings us into when we look through that filter.
Yeah, but I think it's also because we are educated that it would be more polite to stay in this space, not to come and leave as we feel like and just pop in, pop out. I mean, it's also a sign of respect.
Yeah. So it's like it's a conditioning. And it's like we want people to think a certain way of us that, like, I would like to be here, but I have to. I mean, that's what I say. It's a whole universe. It's a
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's fun. To me, I find it fun to just see out of nothing how the mind makes up a universe or story for a moment. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted actually to address some universe which is happening in my mind. And here you are. Or maybe it's also in my heart. Yeah, just here. Maybe what you feel or think about it. Okay.
Welcome to explore.
Yeah. I'm very interested in money at the moment. Like, yeah, like kind of allowing my system to receive more money because I had a lot of lack conditioning or whatever, trying to change it to feel a bit more safe, I guess.
So, 1 second. Let's stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there. Okay. What does money give you? It's paper. It's just, I mean, it's nothing. It's an idea. But what does that, when we have a sense, like you spoke of lack. So what does having money bring or give?
I feel it gives me possibilities.
Gives you possibilities. Okay. So what you're actually interested in is possibilities, not money. Just to be clear.
Yeah. Actually, my thought is connected to something what happened when you took this moment to look at the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you took this little minute to look at the whole group, and I felt so included. I could really feel like your energy was like a Scheinwerfer, like light, like, and including all of us. And I know I'm also included when when you are one to one. I'm also included because we are not separated.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And still I could feel a difference, as if, I don't know, as if your light or your energy or your beautiful love was like making this big hug to all of us. And it made me feel more close also to the others. And then I jumped to this. I saw these pictures yesterday on Facebook about the dying people in Yemen. And it touched me. Like, actually, just talking about it, I just could cry. And it just came together, like there's this longing that, because I see these pictures and I feel so helpless. Like, these pictures bring something to my conscience. I'm here like, I'm so sorry for that this is happening. And then, I'm trying to take a good care of myself, and my body.
Yeah.
And then there's all these other.
So there's so much to explore. There's so much to explore in everything you say. So.
Yeah, it just made a whole, like, this longing that we all, like this, having this shift into more global consciousness or more connection between all people on the whole world, and this.
So when should we start?
Yeah, right here, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, you see, it's like all anybody ever has is a sensations of now. Doesn't matter if you're a pauper or you're a billionaire, that's all anybody ever has. That's it. Just check and see if that's true.
It's true.
Yeah. So with the sensations of now, either we enjoy them be present to them, receive them, get caressed by them, or we want two possibilities. Most of us live our whole lives living with what our mind tells us will make us happy. It's not wrong, it's not bad. It's just funny. Oh, I mean, it's it's painful. Yeah. But it's amazing how easy it fools us again and again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why this space is so precious. The space here is so precious.
Yeah. And then once you notice the preciousness and you drink and you enjoy it, I mean, then you're a billionaire or whatever. Yeah. You're sitting here enjoying this. This is, wow, that's luck. Yeah.
I want to cry now.
And then, you know, this whole story of dying, it's interesting to just look deeper at that. You know, we're not separate from this great intelligence, never, ever. From that knowing, what does dying mean? What does going to sleep mean? What does waking up mean? What does any of that stuff mean? I mean, it's just, you know, not to make it intellectual, but just really, yeah, just a deep inquiry, yeah, just. There's ideas, that's all.
Yeah, but
Different thoughts.
I feel like there's maybe it's in my system, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but this impulse that if I see somebody suffering, I want to help. You know, like just this impulse. Like,
so we can look at that too.
Yeah.
We can look at that too. You know, I mean, it's all of these are worth exploring. It's really worth exploring. I've told the story before, but for me, it's so to the point, you know. Paramahamsa Yogananda, who was a very famous yogi, you know, he wrote that book, Autobiography of a Yogi, and he started ashrams all around the world that are still going today. But he went to meet Ramana Maharishi, and Ramana was just sitting like he always did, not talking, just radiating. And Paramahamsa Yogananda came to him and said, "What can we do to assist all the suffering people?" And Ramana answered, "Find out who's suffering." If you really hear that answer deeply, who is it that suffers?
First thing that counts is like it's me. It's coming back to me. But then, of course, who is me? Who is me?
It's a made-up entity that doesn't actually exist. If you go deep with that question, yeah, you say, yes, I'm suffering. That I disappears every night when we go to deep sleep, comes again when we wake up. What is it exactly? What is it that suffers? Really, it's a thought.
Yeah. I got this picture as if my brain, like all this, you know, like the mind, I still located here. It's located here in my sensation. And it's like a cinema space, like a dark cave.
Yeah.
With a lot of movies. But actually life is taking place here in my whole perception.
Yeah.
And now that we have this lockdown and we are so much on Zoom, I mean, I'm a lot of Zoom, and every time I step out of the house and I meet somebody out there and I have this whole body experience of being in the world, it's like so rich. It's like, wow. And I actually feel very much at the moment this, I get a little glimpse of that, aha, I'm here, I'm here, the possibility to be here wholly embodied in a way. I drink a moment.
Thank you.
So touched. Thank you.
I think Matisse had his hand up. Who is he? And then Eva can come up. There's Matisse. Okay, my man.
Hey, my man.
Hey. Did you notice that shift from I to awareness?
Yeah.
Simple, huh? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, beauty. Inga, you had your pictures from. Inga, are you there?
Am I frozen?
Oh, you were. Now you're not.
Oh, okay, good.
Just for fun, if you could put words on your knowing at this moment.
Such sweetness. and it's like presence and embodiment, but at the same time, nothing fixed or nothing. Yeah.
No identification.
Yeah.
Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natural, huh?
And so much joy in it, or so much playfulness, or
Yeah, exactly. It's not serious.
curiosity. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Inga.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Isaac, can I speak?
With pleasure, Inga.
Okay.
Sorry, it's the internet's a bit slow, so not all the photos are coming up, so I might not see everyone, but you're so welcome.
Okay.
Nice for you to have a moment's rest, Ina?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Really thankful.
Oh,
Big kiss.
Yeah, thanks. And to you, and a hug and kiss.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Oops. What's happened? My, I saw you wrote something. Did you want to connect? Hi. On the left-hand bottom corner, there's a little red thing. Okay. You
Yeah.
got it.
So
Okay.
good to be here.
Yeah.
In some ways, it feels like a long time since I was with
In
you.
no time.
No
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I was on a Saturday night, the last hour, and I just, because I'm in San Francisco area, and it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just, after being with you and the whole group, I felt like I had been made love to, and I just floated into my bed. It was so beautiful.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
beautiful. And
Yeah.
I think I'm hooked here. I don't have people in my life in a way, I mean, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I live alone. I mentioned that to you in a message, but there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of things up in a certain way. And then but underlying that all the time, I even as I got out of bed this morning, I felt like depression's here. And I was like, the joy was there. It's kind of schizophrenic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. And the body maybe is just falling apart. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much of this is physical or this.
It's strange times on the planet. I mean, really, it's like it's always been, you could say, yeah, everything has been there, but now it's really on the surface.
Well, we're much more aware of
we're aware,
we've always been
yeah.
unknown, but now we go, oh no, it really feels unknown now.
Yeah. Yeah, and with it's amazing because it's like, when I tune into the field in general, I see, man, there's such a wide variety of how folks are relating to what's going on, like from extreme fear and, giving authority away and giving power away and being absolute victims to, the others, just resting here and being space for whatever's coming up to flow through without biting into anything. And so it's, amazing times. And it seems like, especially this little community here is really holding space for this unconditional love to, kind of touch the field and invite. So, it's a great resource in my view. It's,
And I thank you for letting me know about it. I mean, I mean, I know there's been a lot of fear. Some of it's just the collective, and some of it is things going on here. I think I'm going to my nature path on Thursday, and I have some fear. He's really nice, but I don't know what he's going to say or what's going on or what's wrong. And, you know, living alone, and I don't have a person to talk to, really, you know, it's challenging. And
Yeah.
and I'm going,
It is
oh,
challenging. It's challenging times. Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I
Yeah,
can do
you know,
this.
and so, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, just, it's like we're here, this moment now, just here, just resting together, bathing in this, really bathing, taking a moment to just enjoy.
I love you, Isaac. I just, this love affair is never stopped. I have poetry I wrote when you were here that I'd get awake in the middle of the night and it would just come, you know, as whisperings from love to love.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I am very sensitive to energy. So I feel it. I feel you. I can feel a lot of the people that spoke. And I've been a tantra teacher, so I get it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Such beauty.
Yeah. I mean, as you're resting here, just tuning in to the planet, to nature everywhere, to every particle that's, you know, every single atom in this whole universe, just, yeah, and just being caressed by it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Isaac.
Yeah. Yeah. Beauty. Sylvie, thank you for hosting. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Yeah. Love, love, and more love. Yeah.
나라